Hi, my name is Reginald Martin and I am the creator of the Transmutation Method. And one of the questions I get asked often is about the idea of heaven. And when I was growing up, the idea of heaven was one that was a literal place. Okay? And I remember many sermons of preachers, and they would go off into their sermons and they would start talking about heaven being paved with gold, the streets being paved with gold, and the land of milk and honey. Okay, these concepts were concepts that were actually contradictory to what is said heaven was in the Bible. Now, how heaven relates to the transmutation method is, again, the transmutation is really about looking at ourselves from the idea of an energetic being, from an idea beyond our physical bodies, that we exist as consciousness outside of our physical bodies. It's just all a part of us. Okay. So when we're talking about heaven and the idea of energy, we can look at what the Christ said that heaven was in the Bible. And if you look at Luke chapter 17, verse 20 through 21, and Jesus basically says that heaven, you cannot point to it. It's not a place you can observe. You cannot say there it is. The place, the kingdom of heaven or the kingdom of God is within or in our midst. So, if you look at it purely from that idea, then heaven is not a place, okay? It's within. And in relating to energy, heaven is the idea of having a high vibration. Heaven is the idea of lifting your spirits. Heaven is the idea of having joy, and that joy being within you. We even say, we have sayings that heaven, you cannot find happiness out there. Happiness only comes from within. And that's the idea that heaven should be. That heaven is a place or is a state of mind or a state of being that is a state of joy and happiness. Okay? So once we pulled heaven outside of ourselves, and once religion did that, pulled heaven outside of ourselves and God outside of ourselves, then all of a sudden it wasn't something that we had within us. It was something that we had a relationship to. Okay, and that relationship could be pretty perilous depending on what you believed. Okay, so when we're talking about that idea, we don't need to limit it, or we don't need to have that limited idea that it's a place that we go to when we die. It's that place that we create within us right now, because we are the creators of our reality. We are the creators of everything outside of us. It's simply a reflection of that which is within us. Okay, heaven is no different. We can create the heaven that we want on earth right now. All we have to do is look for what brings us joy every single day. That's the idea of bringing heaven through you, bringing that love through you. And that when I say that love, that excitement, that joy, that happiness that we can all have and we've all felt at some time in our life. Okay, so heaven, and the other idea that connects it to New Age is the idea of ascension. It's no different. It's the idea of raising your vibration, okay? Not going to a place. It's the idea that you bring out of you something that is in you, something that is joyful in you. You bring it out into the universe. You bring that light, that love, that joy. So the place of heaven, no, you cannot observe it. You cannot point to it. You cannot say there it is. The kingdom of heaven is within. That's the new idea on old information. Okay? Again, I'm Reginald Martin. I am the creator of the Transmutation Method. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.